Hello. All right. I decided to drive in. Does anybody know at home whose car this is? 100 points to the guesser, even though I don't know how to give you those points. Would you fit inside the car? I don't think I can fit in the car. It's Mr. Bean's car. Because I was thinking every town, yes, Ampersand Island where we are, we're going to be in the city still, right down here. That every town, I'm thinking of things that towns have. One of them is always, of course, a gas station. But then I decided that this town probably will not have a gas station because it's not that big. It's not that big of a town, really, or an island. So we probably don't need a gas station. But I thought maybe they could still get around in, like, scooters or something. So I'm just going to make a little gas station just for scooters. And so today's like a twofer. I'm going to do two people because I'm going to make the owner of this gas station, who I'll make a little, it's going to be like a stubbly turtle. I'm going to make a turtle, and since he's working at the filling station, his name's going to be Phil, and he's going to just have a very passing resemblance to Phil Collins, because I think that that would be pleasant. Because anybody that knows me knows that I am a big Phil Collins fan. And not even ironically, I love Phil Collins. I have a Phil Collins tattoo. And in case you don't know, there he is. That's Phil Collins right there. No jackets required. So, but then I thought, since they're riding scooters on this little island, they don't necessarily need to be using gasoline either. I mean, that's seems pretty basic too, right? So I think maybe I will have them run on bubbles, some sort of bubble-fueled scooter that they would fill up. And I'm just gonna sketch this in real light, and I'll figure out what everything is. I'm making this all up as I go. So that way, instead of like when it's scooters going down the road, instead of seeing fumes coming out, wouldn't it be pleasant if you could see bubbles coming out instead? So that's the plan. And I'll make a little rider here. Let's make a, let's see, let's make it a cat. And he's going to be wearing a little skinny tie. We'll make him like resting his paw here. He's just chilling out, having a little chat with Phil. And the cat's name will be kind of a cool hip cat. He's going to be, I don't know, Lola, what should we name the cat?
Stewart.
Stewart, deal, done. Stewart. Stewart the cat. We'll put him in like a little pork pie hat because we like those. He's gonna have some, you know, make him have some big Jeff Goldblum inspired glasses on. He'll just be having a little cat chat. So we'll just lead him on here, and it's gonna have a smaller front tire that's gonna get cut off a little bit. No, wait, I'll make this kind of crumpled up, and then he can have one foot kind of still sitting up on the scooter. So he doesn't have to put his kickstand down just while he's getting gas. And it's gonna need a headlight in the back. And then, so this place is gonna be like, I also thought of this already, that I'd call it like, the gas station should have a name. And I thought it'd be called like the Super Stop, but since it's based on Phil Collins, I'm going to make a sign for the gas station here. We're going to call it, so we go like this. We'll say Super Stop, but then as he came up with an idea, he's going to say Sue, and then add on to the sign here. So it's going to be called the Sue Super Stop, and that'll be the sign. Like Sue Studio, I don't know. All right, I'm going to jump ahead. I'm going to sketch in this gas station so you don't have to listen to all this. All right, later. Okay, I sketched it in enough. We'll just go from there. We'll figure it out. So, This is, so I was thinking now, I already named it the Susu Super Stop. Since it's a turtle that owns it, it would have made sense also to call it a shell station, right? But maybe that would be too obvious too. Yeah, that'd be definitely too obvious. I like the Susu Super Station. Or the Susu Super Stop. Susu Super Station is TBS, right? And then I gave it a very Vespa look here for the our hip cat Stewart. And I think that, yeah, the Vespa look is good. I used to have a 1971 Vespa that I really adored that I just didn't get out on very much anymore. So I sadly sold my Vespa. So I still, this is just a little bit of that. I'm still lamenting my Vespa. And I don't know why or how we can throw stubble on a turtle. He also doesn't have ears, so I'm just going to make his hair just sort of vanish in there. You don't have to question that either. There. And I'll just give him little turtley feet. I'll just give him some good kicks here, something comfy since he's on his feet all day. Oh, and since he's rocking the gas station, we better at least give him a little name badge. We'll just put, like, I don't know, we'll put a star there because that's what we do. There we go. And he's holding on to that pump. He also doesn't have fingers, so I don't know how he holds this pump. Again, things we just don't bother questioning because we could ask a lot of questions. And I decided this gas pump should probably also, with the theme, just look like a big bottle of bubbles. And then maybe when I paint it in, I don't know, I can make it colorful and maybe look clear, like a bubble bottle. I don't know, we'll kind of see how that goes. 1, 5, 2, we'll throw digits in there, scrolling in as he's pumping it up. And there's the big lid. And sort of a similar shape on here. I'll come up with some other designs for some other scooters too. They don't always all have to look like this. And then I'll come up with, oh yeah, I gotta throw a little exhaust peeking out here for the bubbles to become spatting out. And just get him drawn in here loosely. You don't need to see all this, I suppose. We're wondering where he's off to. The hip cat. What do you think, Lola? Drum circle? All right, sure. Oh yeah, well, Phil, and that's what they're talking. They're talking about drumming because Phil Collins was a drummer for a band called Genesis for a long time. So they're having a chit chat. You know what? They're probably in a band together. They're bandmates, and since they're in a band, they were originally in a band called Genesis. They're gonna have a band. He's gonna be at the gas station during the day. And then at night, he's going to be in the band. And the band name will be like Genesis. And from the 80s and 90s, I always think of Sega Genesis. Let's call the band, we'll call the band Mega Drive. The name of the band is Mega Drive. If you get that reference, yeah. I know you don't. All right, so anyway, we're making it up. So he's in a band. These guys are talking about meeting up tonight, what songs they're going to work on. Maybe they should be in a Phil Collins cover band called the Fill-Ins. Right? No? All right. No. We're going to stay with Mega Drive. Okay. All right. I'm just going to ink all this in. And you don't have to listen to all this terrible ideas that Lola and I are spitballing.
Hey!
Mm-hmm.
I mean, good ideas. Your ideas are bad. Mine are good.
I know. I don't know what I'd do without you here, Lola.
You'd make you better.
Yeah, probably. Oh wait, I gotta give this cat more like cat eyes, and then hopefully it's not too terrifying. All right, we'll jump ahead to a bunch of fast painting. Okay, well, it took a little while. There's a little bit more going on in this picture, but we do have Phil and Stewart, and they're just having their chit chat before they meet up later to practice for a gig, because they're gonna have a gig at a, let's say, a cafe, right? And we're gonna have to come up with a cafe. No, not a cafe. Where are they gonna be?
Movie theater.
At a movie theater?
Yeah.
They're gonna play right over the movie?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wow, I want to see that. All right, so there it is. There's the Susu Super Stop with Phil and Stewart, and they're just having a nice chat on a sunny day, filling up with some bubbles, getting ready to, filling in by Phil. Yeah, I know. All right, there it is. See you tomorrow.